like you're pretty busy right now.
Yeah.
Are you busy? Like really busy?
No, just not feeling well yesterday,
Ah, oh wow. But
and
mhm.
take some quality time with my wife.
Oh, oke. Wah. Oh, tapi kalau hari Minggu malah enggak ya?
Uh, yeah, on Sunday, we just take a rest after
Oh,
going to church in the
oke.
morning. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so what about your long holiday? So you prefer, like, I don't know, like you prefer to stay in your city or just already planning about holiday?
Uh, I haven't planned for holiday.
Mm-hmm. Bro
Just
Yosua stay in Jakarta, right?
yeah, I stay in Bekasi.
Oh, in Bekasi. Bekasi kalau
Hmm.
Lebaran sepi juga nggak kayak Jakarta?
Uh, Actually, the city is crossing by the uh, apa ya? What to call pemudik ya?
Oh, oke. Jadi di sana tuh banyak pemudik juga yang hulu hilir gitu maksudnya ya?
Yeah.
Oh.
They take north um, North Street,
Mhm,
the north path,
mhm.
Pantura ya.
Oh, Pantura. Oh,
They call
iya,
it
iya, iya,
Pantura.
iya, iya,
Yeah.
iya.
So if they want to take the north path, they actually the first city they have to have to pass is Bekasi ya.
Oke.
Either using the motorcycle
Mhm,
or take the toll for the
mhm.
car.
Oh, okay. Take the highways
Here
and then.
we have
Mhm.
some city bus. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, we have so many city bus from the Pulau Gadung station.
Ah.
Yeah, and the new one is the Pulau Gebang ya. Pulau
Hmm.
Gebang, terminal terpadu Pulau Gebang.
Mhm.
So it's very very close to Bekasi.
Oh, oke. Jadi tetap rame ya
Mhm.
berarti ya jalannya.
Yes, very
Oh,
very
oke.
traffic jam.
Mhm. Oh,
Yeah.
oke. Oke. Berarti it's different than Jakarta ya. Kalau Jakarta it's pretty quiet during the Ramadan, but there in
Mm.
Bekasi it's just the same karena semuanya the travelers are there ya, lewat
Yeah,
streetnya.
yeah.
Oke, oke.
But I think in every city in the Lebaran day is very traffic jam after
Ya.
the morning praying, morning prayer. The morning prayer will be
Mhm,
out of the street
mhm.
with
Iya,
the
cuma gitu dong. Tapi
they take
Jakarta akan
the
kerasa sih efeknya ya. Pasti sangat terasa
yeah,
efeknya Jakarta. Karena
yeah, yeah,
Lampung pasti ramai banget karena kayaknya pada pulang ya kali kalau ke Sumatera ya kayaknya emang
yeah.
banyak sih. Ya, ya.
Jakarta, especially for the office area ya, is
Mhm.
very very
Ya, betul, betul.
yeah,
Betul, betul. Daerah Tamrin tuh pasti sepi banget tuh.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so thank you Bro Yosua for sharing.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so okay, so now I will start. Okay, so just collect the what is it? Just collect the questions if you want to ask something that I told you. Yeah, so let's go. Hello, Matisse. Are you there?
Yes, hello, I'm there.
Okay. So again, that probably some of you guys already know about him. So probably it's just like the time for you to introduce yourself first, and then after that, just please for another member, if you want to ask something to Mati, so just give a questions, okay? But raise hand first, biar nanti biar ini ya, biar cukup waktunya. Okay. Oh well, actually, that I want to. Mathis is from French, and then he's just really understand to like not really understand what to say like he is really into with the investment that kind of things. Jadi kalau misalnya for some of you yang mau nanya-nanya tentang investment atau apa segala macam, he pretty understands about that kind of things because he into for many years. It's been like I don't know like how many years, but dia suka gitu ya sama investment dan something like that. So you can ask about everything. So yes, so it's your time now, your turn to introduce yourself first.
Okay. So hello everyone. My name is Mathis. I live in France and I live in a small village, close to a bigger city, which is Nantes. So actually, I'm just teaching for English to French people in here too. I started my business since like some months ago, and here I am. So if you have any questions, so don't hesitate to ask me. Nice to meet you, everyone.
Okay.
You too.
Nice to
Mm-hmm.
meet you.
Okay, so is there any one of you that want to ask about something first?
They want ask something.
Oh, okay, Bro Sukri, you want to ask something? Okay.
Oh, but culture is humble.
Sorry?
How about the culture? Culture.
The
English
culture.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What about my culture?
Yeah, the culture, French culture. That's your questions, Bro Sukri? French culture
Yes,
atau European
I-
culture?
What
No,
do you want to know
it's
precisely?
culture. Precisely about the tourist place or traditional food and something else.
Yeah, about tourism places, about everything about culture.
Mm. Um, for tourism, if you come in France, my advice is don't spend too many days in Paris, based on my point of view, because it's not that really good. And it's really expensive. But if you wanna visit like many things in France, my advice is just like visit small village, small city, not only Paris, because it's crowded. There is a lot of traffic jam. There is a lot of thief and many things like homeless too. Like it's not really good. Except if you just visit like Eiffel Tower and some places, but couple days and then like visit like I don't know like other city. I think it's better. Um, like Nantes, Bordeaux, Toulouse, that kind of city, probably a bit famous. Um, so that's my advice because Paris is not as good as you can see on Netflix, for example, or Google. So yeah, don't expect that like yeah, it's so romantic, yeah, like it can be, but be careful, like don't expect too much, you can be disappointed. Like yeah. So that's that that things that I wanted to tell you. And for the culture, for the rest, like I don't know, like what can I say?
Or probably about
Mm,
the stereotype. What about the stereotype?
about France.
Yeah.
Uh, we take shower, don't worry. It doesn't mean we have a winter that we don't take a shower. Even in winter, we take shower every day, even like probably twice a day. Um, for the rest, I don't know about stereotype. Like I know that
Okay.
stereotype, but for the rest, I don't know.
Okay, probably about some of you guys. What do you think if you think about like if you listen about about foreigner, about European gitu ya. Nah, kira-kira what is inside of your mind at that time directly boom Kalau seandainya aku at that time aku tuh pernah bilang, jadi dia pernah nanya, what is the stereotype, like what Asian think about them gitu. Dan aku bilang aku personally aku mikir kalau mereka tuh jorok gitu. Jadi aku selalu bilang bahwa European itu dirty gitu karena jarang mandi gitu. Aku tuh bilang gitu. Jadi that's my own stereotype tentang European karena aku berpikir kayak ih lu di sana winter jarang mandi kali ya gitu. Bayangannya tuh seperti itu. Padahal sebenarnya mereka tuh bisa lebih rajin dari kita mandinya karena ada hot water kan gitu-gitu. Jadi my stereotype tuh aku berpikir bahwa mereka tuh jorok gitu. Intinya jorok lah, pokoknya jorok. What about you? Dan aku juga mikir kan kayaknya ih kalau di sana tuh kan kalau European atau American kan karena foreigners ya, mereka kan tidak pakai air kan. Kalau sana sorry tuh saya kayak pupi atau apa segala macam. Jadi aku tuh selalu berpikir mindsetnya bahwa mereka tuh jorok. Jadi tapi sebenarnya di beberapa rumah yang memang sudah apa ya sudah sangat into sama mereka tuh udah notice bahwa itu tuh kurang bersih. Jadi mereka tuh udah siapin water gun sebenarnya guys. Jadi tidak semua rumah tuh nggak punya water gun. Jadi aku tuh berpikir pokoknya stereotip aku tentang foreigner mereka tuh jorok gitu. So what about you? Kira-kira kalian tuh berpikir tentang apa? Kalau foreigner tuh apa sebenarnya gitu? Ya,
And how about sociality in that?
sociality. What do you mean by
Yes.
social?
Friendly or something else like that?
Oh, okay. Okay. What is the difference about family there and then family in Indonesia as far as you know because you've been visited Indonesia too. So what do you think about the difference between family social life there?
Nanti Elis kasih ini.
From what I know, when I visited there, I can feel that it's more into friend and family, like warm and friendly. And in here, it's not that strong, like if I compare with friend and family in here and there, I can tell that there is a lot of people who go to the mall together with the whole family and then with friend going out and it's really warm and seems you are used to there. But in here, when we go to the mall, it's more like only with friend and for family. Yeah, it's just like for example, like teenagers with their parents, but that's it. Like I don't feel that the family in here is really strong. And about marriage in here, it's different than there because there probably it's stronger. Marriage, you have to marry each other and live together. But in France, probably that you already know. But in France, you don't need to really be married with someone. You still can have kids. You still can live together. You still like yeah, you can do many things like and feel free to do it like it's fine, for example. So I believe that that kind of rules in here make people don't take the family as strong as there, probably, based on
Okay.
my opinion
Yeah.
and for differences. Yeah.
Ya, tapi jangan salah paham ya, jangan berpikir bahwa oh kehidupan di luar negeri itu sama. Dulu juga aku berpikir pasti kayak oh di sana itu berarti bebas banget ya gitu. They can live together, have a children, but they're not marriage gitu. Tapi bukan berarti kalau mereka itu seperti itu artinya apa bedanya kalau sana di Indonesia kan probably the culture. Ini aku luruskan ya, jadi jangan punya stereotip yang berpikir kayak oh berarti mereka tuh bebas banget ya hidupnya gitu. Awalnya aku juga berpikir gitu karena belum ngerti. Tapi ternyata the difference kalau di Indonesia sebenarnya we have to marry legally karena peraturan dari pemerintahnya memang seperti itu. Artinya maksudnya kalau seandainya kalian punya anak di luar pernikahan, anak itu nggak dapat haknya gitu ya. Jadi tidak mendapatkan haknya dari pemerintah. But different kalau seandainya di luar negeri, kalau di Eropa, when you are married, even you don't marry each other, tapi kalau anaknya sudah lahir nih, walaupun tuh hanya dari maksudnya dari pacaran gitu ya, tidak ada pernikahan, mereka hidup bersama, punya anak itu dianggap sama pemerintah gitu. Jadi tetap anak itu ya ada surat lahirnya, bapaknya namanya ada, nama mamanya juga ada gitu. Jadi tidak ada yang namanya anak itu tidak ada orang tuanya, nama di aktenya, itu semua ada. Jadi tidak ada bedanya menikah dan tidak menikah. Jadi mereka tuh menganggap bahwa ya kenapa harus menikah kalau ternyata semuanya dapat gitu, haknya, hak anak, hak istri, hak semuanya tuh dapat guys. Jadi nggak ada bedanya. That's why mereka itu memilih untuk tidak menikah karena semuanya dapat, perbedaannya hanya in the paper. That's the difference. Cuman di papernya aja gitu. Jadi makanya di sana juga banyak yang menikah cuman secara ya udah agamanya aja, tapi legalitinya itu tidak diurus gitu karena ribet, karena odds only about paper. Lahir brojol juga sama, insurance-nya juga ditanggung sama orang tuanya, ditanggung sama negara. Jadi semuanya itu tidak ada bedanya gitu ya. Jadi beda kalau di Indonesia ya punya anak ternyata dari hasil bukan pernikahan secara legal ya anaknya nggak dapat haknya gitu kan. Tapi kalau di sana tidak begitu. That's the difference. Okay, so Sisha, you want to ask something?
Yes, I want to ask. I want to ask about. I hear that after 17 years old, then the teenager can leave the house and they can independent like that. And also the parent want to them to get out from the house. Is that correct or not? So it's about to learn how to live independent and then to take maybe just have a part-time job like that.
Yeah, I can tell that it's true. Of course, it's not like 100%. Everyone just like do how the way they think it's good, but I can say that it's true because that's what I did. When I was 18, I moved in another city alone in my apartment for my studies. So it's true. And our parents teach us how to become independent like as soon as possible so you can deal with everything by yourself. But it doesn't mean you cannot count on your parents, like if you need help or whatever it is, so you can still ask, of course. Um, if you still have good relationship with your parents, of course, because sometimes it's happened that like like young people, like for example my mother, she stopped like deal with her family at 16, because there is like many issues. So sometimes it's happened, yeah, but it's true, like we are independent soon, like quickly. And for example, it's happened, like I know some people who stay with their parent until 30, 40, but it's really special, like they are not ready or something like that to find someone or a wife, for example. But yeah, it's true. But it's not like rules like, oh, you are 18, you have to find apartment and someone. But yeah, it's more or less is like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because
After
I heard that
mm-hmm.
that someone is like that because he want to his son is more independent and then yeah, know everything and responsible about his life.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
he wants to do that because before his parent also do it that to him like that.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
is that
Yeah.
mostly like that? It happened for the
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
foreigners,
After,
yeah.
after
You know that
studying, yeah.
Indonesia is not like that.
Yeah. And yeah, it's like that after studying. Means like you are done with your studies and you have to find a job. If you don't find a job, like, so means the parents will pay everything and you just enjoy at home. So what are you doing, Like, just be responsible, just start working, just find, like, do whatever you want, but be useful. That's the point. And you can stay under the roof, for example, with the whole family, but you have to help most of the time, like just work and just help your parents with money, with food, at least just like that. And if you are not, it's happened sometimes that the parents will just ask the son or the daughter just like go to work, at least if you don't want, so just go out from the house, just like that. It's happened sometimes, but depends on the parents. And it's just the same for sleeping, because I know there it's different. But for example, when you are 3 years old, more or less, you start to sleep alone, like in
Mm.
your
Saya
bedroom
it's
and
younger.
start to learn how to sleep alone, how to deal,
Mhm.
turn on the light and take a
Yeah.
pee and everything, just like that. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That nice because it's interesting for me because it make me understand the habit also for the foreign Europe, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
mostly because in Indonesia mostly people want to keep the
Yeah.
son, the kids is
Mm-hmm.
with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Matis.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, next is Unique.
I want to ask you,
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
what is the best way to start your day?
What is the best day? Repeat, Sis Unique. Suaranya keputus.
Sorry. Yeah.
What is the best way to start your day?
What is
Oh,
the
the
best?
best way
Mhm,
to start my day.
mhm.
Yes.
Or so in the morning, my routine and everything.
Yes.
Oh, okay. The best, like what I'm doing or what I would like to do for the best day, because it's different sometimes.
Yeah, probably what
What you, yeah,
you're doing.
what you,
What I'm doing. So most of the time I just wake up, I drink some things, eat some things, or I'm fasting a bit, and then I just like open the door for my dog. I feeding her, sorry, and then I just start working on my computer. So I just like manage about everything about my social media, about just my work most of the time. And then after couple hours, couple minutes, I eat, and then I keep doing it, like keep doing working and everything. And yeah, at night, like for example, at 6, I will start to think if I'm still hungry to eat again or cook just to prepare for dinner. And after that, when I'm done, I still work a bit, depending on what I have to do. And when it's done, most of the time I will play a bit and then I will just like go to sleep. So just like that.
But
And of
what is your
course, when I wake
ideal
up,
the day? Ideal
ideal.
day.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
the best day
The
that I
best
would
day,
like to
based
do.
on your, what you think that you want to do. The best versions of the day that you plan, for example.
Oh, so based on my imagination, like
Yes.
dream day.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I wake up in another country first.
Okay.
Whatever, wherever I mean, and in the hotel, for example, or like it should be like in the hotel, like good place, for example, like really comfortable and everything, or really in a place like authentic place, like it's fine
Mm-hmm.
if I have to sleep wherever, but it's fine, but in another country, and then like wake up, take shower, something like that, and then
Mm.
just like enjoy a good breakfast probably, and then
Which is not bread. Enjoy a good breakfast, which is not bread all the times.
whatever whatever food. And yeah, after that, probably like studying, learning about something or reading, and work out, and then probably like walk, enjoy
Mm.
somewhere
Okay.
in the country, and then have lunch, and then like enjoy the whole afternoon about visit, explore, and at night like just go back to the
Okay.
hotel and chill, and just like that, something like
Okay.
that, more or less.
It's clear, Sis Unica?
Do you have any favorite food or drinks?
Apa tuh? Yang tapi French food, European food.
Yeah, European
Oh.
foods.
Pizza.
Aglio olio,
Sorry.
not from
Aglio olio pasta.
pasta, not from
What is that?
Paris.
Aglio olio, it's from Italy.
Oh, I don't even.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Kalau
pasta, yeah, of
French
course.
food. What is
Yeah,
French
of
food
course.
that you really love the most? Your favorite French food? That
French
thing.
fries,
What
I
is that?
like it.
No, that one. Just like the animal, small animal. What is that? Snail?
Yeah,
What?
escargot.
Escargot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
escargot. Oh,
But it's
it's
not
your
favorite.
favorite. Okay. So what
I
is your
don't really
favorite?
like. Favorite, yeah, pizza, pasta, of course, that we make. French fries sometimes is good, and we have crêpe galette. I really like it.
Mm.
And then another things when it's winter, it's some things like that you cook for many hours with veggie sauce,
Mhm.
like carrot, potato, and everything, mushroom, and it's good. For example, with chicken or beef, yeah, more or less it's
Okay.
like soup. Yeah,
Okay.
it's good.
That's it, Sis Unica?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sis Unica. Next, we will go to Bro Joshua.
Hello?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. I have two questions for you. First about the French language. Uh, is there true that the French people are very proud uh, for their language? For example, like Japanese. Japanese is very proud of their language, their own language. So they prefer to speaking in French uh, than English or other language. The second is about the football.
mhm.
I don't know whether you like the football or not. But what do you think about the French national team? And I saw that PSG club is very rich and have so much domination in the league. So I want to know um, what uh, what do you think and what your point of view about it? Thank you.
Okay. So the first question with the language, for French people, I think that it's true, but I think why people are speaking only French sometimes it's not because they are proud, but because they don't have any other possibilities like with English, because they are not able to speak English. And about the language, we are probably proud, yes, it's just because it's hard. French, I know about grammar, about many things. So yes, probably, but I think it's in general, like with the culture, history, we are proud. Yes, I can tell about what we have. So yeah, probably language is a part of that too, I think. So yeah. And I heard that there is many foreigner who came here and try to speak French, for example, with French people, but we have a stereotype like French people never able to speak English, of course. So French people will always try to speak English when there is foreigner. Even the foreigner just wanna train about French and speak
Mm,
French, you know. So sometimes it's a bit rude when we start speaking
mm,
English with someone who wanna try to speak French with us, you know.
mhm, mhm.
So sometimes it's great like many situation like that. So like French to English or English French and that kind of things. But we just want to show that we are able, if you want to make it easier, we will speak English, it's fine, for example. But sometimes we look like rude, for example, yeah. So yeah, it's like that for based on my point of view about um language. And for the second question with football, I like to play football. I did when I was young, some years, but I don't like to watch on the TV because it's really make me bored and they always like rolling on the floor like just like that, so I hate. But what I know about football, yes, PSG is really good because of course they are rich. It's true. Why? Because there is Qatar who is in there. So of course where you have Qatar, there is a lot of money. So they have the budget to buy like a lot of people what they want to make the team and everything. So yes, that's what I think. But I don't know that much about football, uh, except just about some things basic, just like that. So yeah,
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
yeah. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
You're
Bro
welcome.
Yosua. Okay, so next, Bro Theo, Bro Theo.
Yeah. Hello, Matthias.
Hello.
Um, First, I just say thank you for joining and sharing with us. And then I hear you about the French people can speak English. It's a new thing for me because what I know in European get basic for the English. Maybe what I know ya. Jadi like uh, this fun fact for me because
Mm,
I know the European get speak English. And my question is, I want to ask earlier. I heard that you teach English to French people. Can you tell me like how they learn is there in is there and different with us because I want to know what different with us in they learning the English.
okay, so your question is how French people learn English compare
Yeah,
with you here, for example?
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh. Mm, Um, just to talk about the first things that you said, for French people who speak in English, most of them are in Paris, I can tell,
Mm.
and
Oh.
probably in the like yeah, around like Eiffel Tower touristic place, you know.
Mm.
Um, and big city, probably. Yeah, it's true. In the
Big city.
center, probably you can find people who are able. Um, Now there is more people who speak in English. Why? It's just because the young generation are more into speaking English, but our parents, no, at all. Like complicated. That's the point, I think. And because we are growing, so of
Mm.
course we start working, so it's easier to find people who speak in English. That's what I think. But if you come in my village in here, you will never find someone, probably.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah, that's the first things. And the second things, how the way they learn in French. What I know, um, at school we start to learn English pretty early now, but we always start to learn uh the vocabularies and grammar, you know, which is based on my point of view, stupid because we don't even know how to speak and we don't even understand,
Yeah.
English. So the point is just at school we will just learn about knowledge, but we don't know how to use that knowledge to speak and everything. So yeah, it's a bit
Mm.
useless based on my point of view. And I've been in that situation. I learned English for many years, like probably like more than 10 years at school, and I was not even able to have a discussion. So it's yeah, kind of useless. And um that's how school teach us about English. And for people who just want to find another way to learn English, um, I will talk about me. How the way I teach French people is just starting to listen a lot and read a lot, just to like notice about some pattern of the language first. And like for example, when you ask a question, you will start with do you, and with the subject and the verb will change, so you can find some pattern like that when you start reading and start listening or watching with subtitles. It's just the same. That's how I teach. Why is this? Because that way to learn is more like a baby learning, like how the way we did for our own language. If I take our example, you and me, we learn with our family, our parents, and when we were born, we just started to listen, 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 and then start to, like copy our parents talking with them, trying and make some like we were wrong many times, and we learn based on um our mistakes. That's what I mean. So that's how the way I teach and how the way I learn English by myself 2 years ago. And it's good, I think, based on my opinion. And
Yeah.
then after, when you really know how to have discussions and talk about many things, you are confident and you really like comfortable when you speak in English. At that time, you can add the grammar, so you will really understand well about everything in English and about vocabularies. So after that, you will be really good in that language. That's what I believe about that. So yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
and
Then we can
probably
see
one of the reason why we are really sucks in English and French, because we start by grammar, vocabularies,
yeah.
and we are not even able to speak.
Yeah, I think that's same in Indonesia because we have a curriculum in elementary school, like the English about the verb, about the grammar, but we can practice with speaking with a native.
Mhm.
In Indonesian, we have apa ya sih kayak minimal
Mhm.
probability untuk berbicara dengan orang-orang
Mhm.
native speaker.
Mhm. Tapi beda Bro Tio. In Indonesia it's still easy ya. Masih kalau sana for example, Bro Tio go to Bali deh atau no, let's say
Yeah.
not Bali, let's say in Bandung atau di kota mana gitu ya. Kayak let's say you just come to Lampung atau Palembang gitu. Let's say it's only like in the Alfamart atau kayak kalau you just go to the mall ya kan. Just go to the mall, pasti resepsionisnya paling enggak tuh informationsnya able to speak English, betul ya?
Able to speak
Atau
English, yeah.
betul, paling enggak minimum atau kayak minimum atau syarat untuk kerja di satu company atau di satu public places tuh biasanya harus bisa bahasa Inggris ya, walaupun basic. Tapi kalau di Prancis tuh tidak. Jadi even for example that you go to the mall atau kayak ke groceries gitu. If you cannot speak French, you cannot do anything. Jadi benar-benar udah jadi silent body language aja kita gitu. Jadi karena mereka tuh even bahasa Inggris yang standar aja mereka nggak berani ngomong gitu. Jadi bener kayak tadi pertanyaannya si Bro Yosua, ini dari point of view saya sebagai turis di sana, itu mereka nggak bisa ngomong bahasa Inggris. Jadi kalau mereka tahu dia cuma ngomong nih bonjour, terus kita nggak balas atau kita jawabnya cuma senyum atau kita cuma jawab tapi kelihatan bahwa kita bukan orang yang bisa ngomong bahasa Prancis, mereka tidak akan melanjutkan percakapan apapun sampai selesai. Jadi mereka tuh langsung diam aja gitu. That's the difference. Kalau misalnya French itu agak sulit. It's really hard for you to find someone who is able to speak English, kecuali di Paris ya. Kalau di Paris, ya di Paris kalau kayak di train stations masih bisa lah ketemu orang bahasa Inggris ngomong. Tapi di kota lain zero, I can tell. Bener, kalau di kota lain. Jadi mereka tuh bahkan akan bertanya bahwa wow, finally ya, sampai ada yang ngomong finally there is someone like finally there is a French who is able to speak English, karena kayak susah banget gitu. Jadi jarang banget. Beda banget sama Indonesia. Indonesia masih walaupun gini-gini tuh kita masih bisa lah ngomong bahasa Inggris ya, walaupun bla 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 gitu, tapi orang Indonesianya masih ada kemauan belajar gitu. Dan
Yeah,
kalau
they're not trying for the
betul, dan
speak
ojeknya
English.
paling nggak masih bisa lah ngomong bahasa Inggris walaupun
Yeah.
yes no gitu kan. Tapi kalau sana di sana tidak sama sekali, karena mereka tuh too proud about their language gitu, kayak gitu.
But we don't like if you want to find a job in France, like they don't ask you to speak English too. Like
Oh,
Nggak
okay,
ada,
like
nggak ada
it's
syarat.
fine, but probably there if you work as a security or something like that, I don't know, depend on the job, but probably they will ask you like, yeah, at least just speak a
A
minimum,
bit,
yeah, just a bit.
ya.
But in France, like, okay,
Nggak ada
you know,
syarat
just like
untuk
that.
bisa.
So like people will think like, yeah, okay, what for? I need to learn English. Then if I don't
Ya,
travel, like useless.
gitu, betul. Makanya that's why jarang banget ada orang bisa kerja di Prancis. Ya mereka nggak akan tanya kayak, maksudnya gini, nilaimu, valuemu bisa jago bahasa Inggris ini nggak valuable di Paris, di Prancis gitu. Yang penting
Prancis.
kamu harus bisa ngomong bahasa Prancis, itu yang number one. Dan setelah itu kalau ternyata kamu bisa bahasa Inggris ya jadi nilai plus. Tapi harus bisa bahasa Prancis gitu. Seperti itu. Begitu dari yang saya tahu ya. Tapi kalau seandainya contoh kayak Bro Tio nih pengen pergi ke Paris, beda ya kalau kita ke Australia kan harus bisa bahasa Inggris karena memang bahasa Inggris
Yeah,
satu-satunya.
because
Karena mereka bicaranya bahasa Inggris. Let's say kayak di Kanada deh, atau kalau sana kan ada tuh Quebec ya, dia kan negara perbatasan tuh. Jadi bisa dia bahasa Inggris tapi ada bahasa Prancisnya juga. Tapi biasanya itu tuh nggak mereka tuh tidak nggak wajib untuk bisa bahasa Inggris. Nomor satunya Prancis, nomor duanya bahasa Inggris. Kalau memang bisa bahasa Inggris berarti bagus. Tapi kalau enggak ya enggak. Jadi kemarin pas lagi aku berangkat ke Prancis, ya nggak guna juga bisa bahasa Inggris karena mereka nggak bisa ngomong bahasa Inggris. Gitu. Jadi kalau nyasar ya sudah selesai. Jadi emang harus ngomong bahasa Prancis gitu. Jadi nggak bisa, kecuali di Paris. Tapi kalau saya di Paris memang rata-rata orang oke lah, bisa lah ngomong bahasa Inggris lah gitu. Di tempat public places-nya gitu. Gitu.
But what about the public area, like the sign, like in the
Good question.
Not
Kalau
English.
sana di kota kecil nggak ada. Nggak ada.
Oh, didn't
Sign-nya,
have the English translation ya?
No, songong banget ya. Kalau di Indonesia kan kalau di mall masih ada Indonesia Inggris kan? Nggak kalau di sana. No, nothing. Prancis semuanya, bahasa Prancis. Jadi kalau kita benar-benar nggak bisa ya nggak bisa keluar, benar-benar nggak ngerti apa-apa karena kecuali di Paris. Tapi kalau di kota-kota lain, walaupun itu pretty big city, nggak ada sign English-nya. Jadi itu bahasa Prancis aja gitu.
Oke.
Kecuali
Thank you for
di
sharing.
Paris, kecuali di Paris ya. Kalau di Paris ada seperti itu. Ya.
Oke.
Karena di sana juga copetnya juga bisa jago bahasa Inggris, Bro Tio. Jadi itu gunanya untuk ngomong bahasa Inggris untuk nipu ya kalau di Paris. Oke. Oke, so next Bro Mahaya.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you.
I actually have two questions, but I'll do the more important one, maybe because of my future. What is the environment of the school that are in French? Because I think it's very much in common that a lot of people from abroad, not from French, to go to school and work in French. So what is the environment and what is your opinion about those people? Are they like something specific, or is just a normal thing? Because there's not a lot of people from abroad that wants to study in Indonesia, but I think there's going to be a lot of people from abroad that wants to study in French. And there's a second question maybe after you answer this one. Thank you.
Okay. The environment of our school and work in France, I can tell like for weekdays, it's working. Most of the time. For like if you are studying or working, it's most of the time is the same. Um, about environment, I mean like environment around school or at school, at work, or what we do after work, after studying, we go out, or I mean, what do you mean by environment?
Probably it's about like because like how the way the stereotype is like a lot of people want to have a like graduations from another country, which is like Europe, that kind of things, more than they want to come to Indonesia, just like to take another higher level of the educations. So what about the environment there? Like what is the difference? Like what is the benefit if you probably just like have educations in Europe more than another country? Is that the questions, Bro Mahaya?
Yeah, it's somewhat like that. Yeah.
What do you think? What is the benefit or something like really good from there?
What I think about the benefit in France, like don't come here to study. That's my point.
So that you really
Uh,
French or no? Why you say
yeah,
that?
no, I don't know. Probably for some things, yes, you can come here. I don't know, probably. But my point is just like there is many countries like who do like same or better, you know.
But what
So
is about the budget? Like probably it's like in French, like the budget for educations is really expensive or no? Like I know if you are French, that of course it's free for you to school, right? Like there is a help from the government and that kind of
depend.
things.
I mean, it's possible that you choose like the public school, for example,
Uh-huh.
public university and many things. It's possible, and it will be free or cheap. But of course, because there is many people who will choose this school, you know, so it will be like crowded. The quality probably is like the quality that you will get is different. There is a lot of um insecurity too, you know, like of course it's free or cheap, so the people there will be cheap too, you know my point.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there and it's not the same when it's private, I can tell. Because when it's private, of course you pay, so you have good teachers, you
Good
have good
quality.
things, you will get laptop, for example, you will get many things, but I've been there and you will get a pencil and paper, you know, and just do your
Okay.
things by yourself. But it's depend. Like there is many things like that. There is also like so expensive school. There is also like cheap school. There is many things that you can get there.
Mm-hmm.
And the benefit probably if you are graded in here, you can use it in the whole Europe probably because it's Europe, so they
Oh.
will, you know,
Oh
like
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
how to say like how to say that like it's still
One unity, right there, like in
yeah, yeah, for some graduation, I think. For
okay, okay,
example,
okay.
for if you want to become like a doctor or for surgery, for example, you
Okay.
can do it in here and use it for like abroad probably
Yeah, 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 yeah.
because I believe in here we are not that bad for that things for health and everything. So yeah,
Yeah.
probably that kind of benefit. But for some things like for example industries or investment or that kind of things, I don't think so. Like better you go in USA, for example, or
Mm,
like that kind
yeah.
of things.
So
It
if
depends on what you want to
yeah,
do. That's the
yeah,
point.
it's depend on the
I think.
major.
Yeah,
Thank
Yeah.
you very
based on
much.
my point of view.
Okay. So if
Okay,
you
thank
want
you.
to take a doctoral, probably it's good in French because they are good. Yeah, I know it's good too. Like di sana tuh kalau untuk doctoral healthy-nya and everything, it's really
But
good.
I think
Then
there is also Singapore,
yeah,
which is
Singapore
probably
is in
better than us.
Asia. Yeah, it's in Asia, but it's in
Yeah,
Asia. Yeah.
Yeah,
But if it's
yeah,
in
but it's
Europe,
another country.
yeah, ya something like that. Tapi kalau saya di sana tuh enak educationsnya itu karena dia tuh mungkin probably jawabannya tuh dari sisi poin dia sebagai warga negara sana ya. Tapi kalau sana dari warga negara orang yang melihatnya di sana itu bagus-bagus aja Maya. Kalau don't compare. Tapi kalau sana if you compare like with Indonesians educations, I can tell the truth, it's totally different. Di sana tuh jauh lebih bagus karena cara educations mereka ya. Just see from how the way the children's there sama children's di sini. Children's di sana itu tidak main handphone. Dan kalau sana children's di sana itu dari kecil sudah diajari untuk punya rasa malu untuk buang sampah sembarangan gitu. Jadi something like that we can see kan gimana cara educationsnya mereka di sekolah gitu. Jadi mereka tuh terbiasa untuk sangat teratur gitu. Maksudnya rapi, bersih, nggak buang sampah sembarangan. Educationsnya untuk sama orang lain juga lebih sopan kayak gitu-gitu deh. Itu diajarin tuh dari sejak dini banget gitu untuk punya kesadaran seperti itu kayak gitu nih. Jadi I can tell kalau sana education I think it's better kalau sana di sana begitu. Tapi kalau buat dia mungkin buat dia biasa aja karena dia nggak tahu sekolah di sini kayak mana gitu. Seperti itu. What about the
Okay.
second questions?
Do we still have time?
Yeah, for the last questions, yes.
Oh, last question. It's a joke question, so I don't think it's an important question. I don't think
Okay.
it deserves to be the last question because it's easy to answer. If you feel offended, feel free not to actually answer the question. This
Okay.
is a joke from me with my friends. Do you know the bread that looks like a boomerang and looks like a phone? Yeah, croissant, croissant, anything like that.
Yeah,
How do you actually say it? It's a joke question. If you feel offended, feel free not to answer.
because in
So how
Indonesia,
does croissant,
people,
croissant?
yeah, because Indonesian people always say croissant, right? People in Indonesia
Yeah,
biasanya
Yeah,
pakai
yeah, bro.
croissant,
I know.
croissant.
Yeah,
what I heard is like croissant or something. So that's
yeah.
my question.
And even in native, it's like croissant, like it's another word even. But in French, we say croissant, just like that.
Croissant.
So yeah,
Oh, thank you very much. Like I
yeah.
said,
But
it
the
does
R
not
is
deserve to be
complicated.
the last question.
Yeah, it's really complicated actually to learn
Mm.
French. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, French
Okay.
is like a beautiful language, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's really beautiful. It's
It's
true.
like making everything sounds like romantic.
Mhm.
If someone mocks me in French, I wouldn't do it. I would think that they are flirting with me or something. I wouldn't do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's true, but it's true, Maya. That's what I feel too. Jadi kalau seandainya mereka tuh ngomong kayak putain de merde gitu. For example, they said that putain de merde. I will think that, oh, you say that I'm beautiful or something like that. I will think like that. Even they say
Yeah.
shit to you, you know, about that kind
It's
of
a beautiful and romantic language.
Yeah, even when they say like putain de merde, like something like that, I will think like, oh, you say that I'm beautiful. Karena cara ngomongnya tuh kayak romantis gitu ya. Ya, betul. Betul. I am totally agree with you. Aduh, betul. Karena agak beda ya. Okay, so but is it hard to get free educations in school or college? Enggak, kalau di sana tuh udah langsung dapat free. Jadi udah langsung sekolahnya, Bro Tio. Jadi kalau masuk ke sekolah ini, kita udah tahu nih ini sekolah public for example. Jadi we already know, oh this public is already free. Jadi nggak usah harus pakai ujian-ujian kayak di sini atau kayak harus dapat kartu Indonesia Pintar atau apa ada syarat dan ketentuan berlaku. Jadi memang udah sekolahnya udah beda. Jadi ini sekolah publik berarti untuk yang free, yang ini untuk bayar. Jadi kalau memang registrasinya ke sekolah yang free, ya berarti udah pasti free tanpa harus ada ujian gitu. Dan banyak juga di sana itu untuk warga-warga yang imigran. It's for immigrant too, right, Matis? The school?
It's I think for French, but if for example you are like you were born in here but your parents are not French, for example, as long as you are born in here, so you become French, you know, so you can pretend to like you can get the same right as a French, of course, so you will get that school. But for foreigner, probably it's like international school or something like that. I'm not sure that they can get that kind of school, but even for private, I don't know how it works. But I can tell that if you are not French, it's probably harder, like to have the same right, of course. So yeah, but there is probably some way to have that school, but I don't know how.
Oke. Dan fun fact-nya lagi di sana, imigran itu kenapa banyak di Prancis imigrannya, karena mereka itu dapat bantuan dari pemerintah, bahkan mereka itu bisa hidup dengan enak di sana tanpa ngapa-ngapain, hanya cuma sekedar jadi imigran. Dan mereka tuh dapat uang tuh setiap bulan dari pemerintah Prancis itu 1.200 euro. Dan 1 euro itu 17.000. Jadi imagine ya gimana di sana itu nggak banyak pickpocket yang cuman sekedar numpang hidup di sana gitu. Jadi banyak kayak contohnya kayak kulit hitam dan juga kayak orang dari Indian dan juga kayak imigran dari Arab dan segala macam itu banyak banget yang di sana yang tinggal di maksudnya homeless gitu, tapi di sana itu mereka tuh dapat bantuan dari pemerintah Prancis 1.200 euro minimal banget setiap bulannya. Jadi kebayang ya gimana di sana nggak pada orang banyak imigran. Karena mereka itu dibantu sama perintah Prancis yang dipakai dari ngambil duit 40-50%-nya gaji-gaji orang-orang Prancisnya sendiri gitu. Dan mereka tuh menjunjung tinggi adanya hak asasi manusia, makanya di sana homeless-nya itu tidak untouchable, nggak boleh disentuh sama security, polisi atau apa segala macam that I already mention. Jadi mereka tuh melanglang buana bebas karena polisinya nggak boleh pukul, nggak boleh pegang, marahin juga nggak boleh. Jadi cuma diusir-usir tapi nggak boleh sentuh gitu. Karena mereka tuh dapat human right kalau sana di sana gitu. Jadi makanya homeless-nya kurang ajar banget kalau di sana gitu. Karena udah dikasih makan, dapat duit dari pemerintah tuh kayak gitu. Jadi di sana tuh jeleknya itu. Tapi itu di kota-kota besar dan tertentu aja sih. Tapi pokoknya kalau udah mulai kota besar kayak Paris itu udah pasti nggak aman gitu. Kalau sana kota-kota yang lain yang gede-gede kayak Bordeaux gitu-gitu juga udah mulai nggak aman. Gitu, katanya seperti itu. Dan kalau sana untuk Indonesia kayaknya lumayan banyak ya aku lihat. Kayak kemarin juga banyak ketemu sama orang Indonesia juga. Tapi nggak banyak yang banyak banget sih. Kayaknya mereka juga cuma turis aja. Seperti itu. Oke, gitu ya. Oke, so as I told you that today is our last meeting, so thank you so much. I just want to say thank you so much buat semuanya. Thank you Bro Mahaya, Bro Yosua, Sis Yosi, Bro Wahyudi, thank you. Buat semuanya aku nggak bisa
Thank
sebutin
you.
satu-satu, Sis Nopa, thank you. Bro Tio, Sis Ching, Sis Yunike kalau masih ada, buat Sis Puji semua ya yang aku nggak bisa sebutin satu-satu. Thank you so much buat sama aku selama 1 bulan. So I'm really feel grateful to know all of you. Semoga ntar kita bisa ketemu lagi di kelas-kelas selanjutnya. Semuanya stay healthy semuanya. Have a long holiday sama keluarga
Yes.
semuanya. Thank you semuanya. Bye-bye. Have a good
Happy
rest.
Thank
Bye.
you.
God bless
Thank you,
you.
Bye-bye.
sis.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you, Sis Rahel.
Bye.
Bye-bye.